Hey everyone, here are 10 biography movies you should watch. Number 10, 127 Hours. This one follows the story of American mountaineer Aaron Ralston as he goes exploring one day and is trapped between a boulder with no help and no one knows where he is. And this man has to try and survive on his own. This story was a very intense story because you just watch as this man is trying to survive, as he's slowly starting to lose his mind and almost even starting to lose hope, and it just gets you, and very intense. And the things he has to do to try and survive just adds to the intensity of this film. I don't want to spoil anything, but when you watch this film, you find out what he has to do to survive, and it just gets you so hard. Watching this man being resilient and determined to survive this seemingly hopeless situation is something that was very inspirational to watch. James Franco portrays Aaron Ralston in this film, and I don't think I've seen James Franco play a very emotional and dramatic role like this before, and this man plays this role so well. Like, you are so into this story with him because he's gonna carry the story for most part, and you just connect with him and you're just with him throughout the whole story, and his performance just elevates the movie to a different level. You have to see this movie if you have not seen it. Number 9, Bohemian Rhapsody. This one follows the story of Freddie Mercury and the band Queen as they rise from nothing to become one of the greatest bands in the world. And if you don't know Queen, Queen is the one that sang this, we will rock you. I'm sure everybody has heard that song. That song was so popular. I heard it when I was so young, and I loved that song. But I did not know who sang that song until I watched this film, and I realized that, whoa, it was these people that sang this song, and just added to the enjoyment I had for this film. And there were a lot of songs that they sang in this film, and I became a fan of Queen because of the songs I heard in this film. The songs were so amazing, and the performances from all the actors just added to the brilliance of the film. Like, if you're a fan of musical biopics and you like discovering new songs and you don't know about Queen, check this film out. I'm sure you're going to love the film and you're going to love the songs. Number 8, The Social Network. This one follows the story of how Facebook came into existence, people that thought of the idea and the legal drama and everything that went into creating the social network we know today, Facebook. And this film just offers a fascinating glimpse into the creation of Facebook. When you watch this film, it gives you a different appreciation for the Facebook app and a lot of controversy that went into creating it. And this film was very interesting to watch. Jesse Eisenberg plays Mark Zuckerberg, and his performance in this film was fantastic. And not just the performances, the dialogue in this film were very sharp dialogue. Like, you are on the edge of your seat, you are keenly listening to what the characters are saying because the dialogue is very sharp and it is interesting to hear. This film is also directed by David Fincher, and this man directs the shit out of this movie. You have to watch The Social Network if you haven't seen it. If you have a Facebook account, go and watch The Social Network just because you have a Facebook account. Number 7, Rocketman. This one is another musical biopic, and it's the story of Elton John. I'm sure a lot of people know Elton John, but probably don't know most of his songs. But in this film, I found out more about his songs, like this song, I'm Still Standing Better Than I Ever Did. Elton John sang that song, and it was in this film I knew that it was one that sang that song. And the way they incorporated his songs with the story of his life was something that was done in a very creative way. You might literally think his life was what shaped those songs. It might not necessarily be like that, but the way they incorporated just adds to the brilliance of the film. Taron Egerton plays Elton John, and his performance in this film was fantastic to watch. He owns that character. It was Elton John. It was Elton John for like the few hours I watched this film. And man, I love this film so much. The music, the performances, everything just works very well with this film. Number 6, Goodfellas. This one follows the story of Henry Hill. Henry Hill was a gangster that existed at some point in time. And this movie follows his life from becoming nobody to becoming a gangster and falling back to becoming nobody again. And the way the story is told and the way it portrays gangster is something that was done very well. This film makes gangsterism feel so seductive and feel so attractive. At the same time, you just want to stay away from it because you can see the highs and the lows of it. As much as you are being seduced by this lifestyle and you are enjoying what you are seeing, you just want to stay away from it. And that is something that is done superbly well by Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese directs the film, and the man directs the shit out of this film. And Ray Liotta plays Henry Hill. Ray Liotta's performance as Henry Hill was something that was done fantastically well. Like, I think this was the first film I ever saw Ray Liotta in, and after I saw him in this film, I loved that man so much. I love seeing him in other movies because of his performance in this film. If you've not seen Goodfellas and you love gangster movies, my guy, go and watch this film. I swear you go come back, go and tell me thank you. My guy, just go and watch this film, seriously. Number 5, The Irishman. This one follows the story of mob hitman Frank Sheeran that existed some time ago. And this movie follows how he chronicles his life story and the things he had to do for the mob. And this movie was also directed by Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese has mastered the art of making gangster films, and this film is another film that was done superbly well. Like, if you love gangster films, watch this film. You are going to be mesmerized by it. And this film also stars performances from people like Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro. And these guys are already very, very old in this film. And for them to still be able to give fantastic performances in this film was something that just made me appreciate this film so much. Not just the performances, the story, the direction, the use of music. And when he chooses not to use music, everything just adds to the overall brilliance of this film. And man, you have to watch this film. Even if you don't like gangster films, but you appreciate good films, watch this film. You are definitely going to love it. Number 4, Ali. This one follows the story of Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest boxers in the history of the sport. Watching this man going from a relatively unknown boxer to becoming one of the greatest is a very, very inspirational and fascinating story. Will Smith plays Ali in this film, and Will Smith bodied the character of Ali. Like, I did not see Will Smith in this film. There's some points I was even thinking, am I really seeing Muhammad Ali or am I seeing Will Smith? That was how much Will Smith bodied the character. His performance in this film was so good. Like, it captured the essence of Ali, it captured Ali's charisma, and it just owned the performance. Will Smith is one of the greatest actors of his generation, and if you watch this film, you understand why. And he just portrays the character of Ali so well. Like, he portrays the personal sides and the public sides of him, and just portrays everything so well. Like, you just believe that Will Smith is Ali for the most part of this film. And if you don't watch this film for anything, watch this film for the boxing and for the performance of Will Smith. I'm sure you're going to love it. Number 3, Hacksaw Ridge. This one follows the story of Desmond Doss. Desmond Doss was a medic during a war, and this man decided he was going to fight the war without using a weapon. And this was something that really fascinated me, because why would someone go into war that you could easily get killed without even protecting yourself in any form of way? That was something that was really fascinating to me. And the fact that this really happened is another thing that just boggles my mind and blows my mind. Andrew Garfield plays Desmond Doss in this film, and his performance as Desmond Doss was something that was done superbly well. He portrays the man with so much honesty, and he embodies the character so well. And the way this film explores the brutality of war and the resilience of the human spirit was something that was done very well. This man faced a lot of adversities, but he still held on to his beliefs and he did not let go. And that was something that I really appreciated in this film, and it was something that was so inspiring to watch. Number 2, 12 Years a Slave. This one follows the story of Solomon Northup, a free man that was captured by some slave owners and was turned to a slave for 12 years. This film was a very brutal and gut-wrenching film. Like, you watch this film and you just be hurt so many times. You cry so many times watching this film. But the story is something that is a very compelling story, and it's something that everyone needs to see. You need to see this film so we can understand the evil of slavery and to know that this shit should not be tolerated and we should be better as human beings. And the performance from Chiwetel Ejiofor was something that was done superbly well. Like, it's not the only performance that stands out in this film. Lupita Nyong'o is also in this film. Her performance in this film also, man, I think she won an Oscar for this film. I'm not sure. I think she won an Oscar for this film, and she definitely deserves it because her performance was so good. Michael Fassbender was also in this film. He plays a slave master in this film, and his performance also, man, everybody that came to perform for this film, they just owned their characters so well. They understood the story and they performed so well. Like, this film will give you God's punch after God's punch. It will tire you. Like, you can't catch a break because everything is just so heartbreaking to watch. But man, it's a very fascinating story, and everyone needs to see this movie if you've not seen it. Number 1, The Wolf of Wall Street. This one follows the story of Jordan Belfort as he rises from nothing to become the Wolf of Wall Street, essentially. Leonardo DiCaprio plays the role of Jordan Belfort, and Leo's performance in this film was fantastic. Like, I don't understand how this man did not win an Oscar for this film. This man embodies this character. You've seen Leonardo DiCaprio play different roles, but when you see him in this film, like, you cannot believe that this man you have seen play other roles, because this man just embodies this character so well, and he plays the role to perfection. And he's not the only one that plays his role to perfection. Other actors come together and play their roles to perfection in this film, but Leonardo DiCaprio is the standout and is the main character, and he just gets you, he just hooks you with the film, and you just love seeing him. And this film is also very hilarious. This film is very hilarious. You laugh so many times watching this film. And I don't think the filmmakers are trying to be funny. It's just the characters are just finding themselves in hilarious situations, and it just makes you laugh so hard. The dialogue in this film is fantastic. The performance is amazing. The direction by Martin Scorsese. I mean, you know when you're watching a Martin Scorsese film, the direction is going to be top-notch. And this man also directs this film superbly. Man, everything that came together to work for The Wolf of Wall Street just worked brilliantly. If you've not seen The Wolf of Wall Street, my guy, you don't fuck up. I'm kidding, you don't fuck up. But just go and watch the film. Go and watch the film. I'm sure you're going to love it. So those are 10 biography movies you should watch. What other biography movies do you think should have been on this list? comment below and let me know. If you like this video, like, share, and follow me for more contents like this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Cheers.